tell us a little bit more about your products and which one aids more into hair growth?
Okay. Hair growth starts at the shampoo bowl. So with that being said, shampoo conditioner, Pure Bella Natural shampoo conditioner is actually designed to start that palette, to clean that, to cleanse your scalp so it can be fully nourished. Kind of like a garden, you got to get rid of all the old rocks, the old plants, the old dirt. So each time you shampoo and condition and cleanse your hair, the ingredients that I've included, the botanical ingredients mixed with the different type of synergistic and essential oils that I need. I have different quinoa protein that actually sets your foundation for hair growth. So I will tell everybody, think more about, I know we're more into styling products and sometimes we just use any shampoo conditioner, but we're doing it backwards. So if you don't have the proper shampoo, conditioner, co-wash, deep conditioner, your hair will not thrive. Okay, it will not thrive at all. So we have Pure Bella Natural's Rosemary Mint Hydrating Shampoo, and this is meant as I formulated this to hydrate, strengthen, and cleanse the hair. Okay. And just a backup, when you asked me my story, I forgot to tell you why I came out with this. So in 2011, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I'm a cancer survivor. So being in the industry for the past 25 years, I've traveled, I did hair, I inhaled all types of chemicals. I haven't always been a natural stylist. When I started doing hair, sodium thioglycolate, sodium hydroxide, those were our words that we used, which was a jerry curl or relaxer. That's what somebody got, a jerry curl or relaxer. So inhaling those chemicals for years, we did research and studies by the doctors that actually gave me cancer. So I fought it, I beat it. Like I said, my grandmother taught me herbs when I was 9 years old. So when I found out I had cancer in 2011, I decided to go back to my roots. And that was living naturally, eating correctly, and putting things in our body that nourishes it, is good for it. Because we're basically one big cell. We're made of dirt, we're a cell. So whatever we put on our skin, it absorbs, like 70 to 80% of that absorbs within 2 minutes, even seconds. So you want to make sure whatever you're putting on, it's derived from a plant and it's not chemically made. Because simply put, our body was not made to digest or break down chemicals. So that's why a lot of things start. So I created Pure Bella Naturals basically because I wanted to create a better environment for myself and for my clients, and I wanted their hair to grow more healthily in a nourished state with products that would help that cell to regenerate like it should. So I created the shampoo. I also have a conditioner. These are just a few of the products. Cocoa Fresh Leave-In Conditioner is one of our #1 sellers. I cannot keep this on the shelf because it actually goes in and smooths the cuticle layer. It moisturizes. That's another thing. Definitely use a leave-in every day if you're using a wet style. Of course, if you have a blowout, don't use a leave-in, any water-based products, because it'll make it revert. But you should always be able to mist your hair in whatever style it is with the leave-in conditioner. Cocoa Fresh is a good one, not to mention the smell is impeccable. Another good growth product when ladies are wearing protective styles, braids, any type of thing, you tend to wear that longer than we should. Right. And we don't shampoo our hair like we should. So I created hair growth therapy for my clients that were wearing the braids, the extensions, the locks, and they were not getting hydrated weekly like they should. So this is a product that actually soothes any itching, it cleanses the scalp, and it helps it grow. We have different things like cucumber extract, fenugreek, fennel. So those things really penetrate the hair, it penetrates the roots, the scalp, it gets down to your hair follicle, and it cleanses it. That's the main thing, is having a clean palette so your hair follicle can grow.
It sounds like you have some Ayurvedic, is that how you say it?
I do, Ayurvedic. Yeah, holistic. My thing is holistic hair therapy.
Right.
So I'm not just somebody that just created, I want to create a natural product. I've been doing hair for 25 years. I'm a cancer survivor. I've been playing with herbs since I was 9. So holistic hair therapy, even before I got sick, I would never completely relax people's hair. Kind of getting off the subject, but this is a key point. if some of you are still getting relaxers, which a lot of people do get relaxers, there's only 45% of the population that are natural now. It may have went up. I did research last year, so it may be between 50 and 60 now. But there are a lot of you out there that are still getting relaxed and are thinking about going natural. Relaxer is never, ever, ever supposed to touch your scalp. We're taught that in school. I was a technician for Design Essentials. When they would walk by and we were styling, if we had relaxer on the scalp when you part through, when you're smoothing in, we would get put off stage. Like, it's never, because they know it penetrates. So you have to be careful with what you're putting in your hair.
I didn't even know that, because I remember when I got relaxer, I remember it being on my scalp.
Oh yeah, because a lot of stylists' main thing was, is it burning yet? Oh, you're not burning, okay, you good. So no, it's never ever. It's always supposed to be 1/4 inch away from your scalp, and your hair is only supposed to get 75 to 85% straight, because that gets rid of your elasticity. If you can't pull your hair and it pops back still with the relaxer, you have over-processed your hair. So yeah, when we say the shrinkage is real, that's actually a good thing. If you have high elasticity, that means you have a pretty healthy head of hair. You just have to work on the moisture part.
Right.
So yeah, so that's just a side note for my ladies who are still getting relaxed. Check with your stylist. You gotta know these things, and they should know that relaxer should never touch your scalp. You should be able to go in and smooth and see scalp each time you're smoothing. It's just a technique, a way that you do it. If I did relaxers, I'd show you how to do it. And another product, so all of my entire product is made for hair growth. MSM, horsetail extract, I put everything in my products in a synergistic blend, once again, that causes hair growth, because anything you put on your hair, you want to make sure it's beneficial and not just gonna either just make it curl or give it shine or cleanse it. So you want to kind of blend all those things together. So hair growth is something that was very important to me, because a lot of my clients, when I decided to just become a natural stylist in 2011, were losing their hair because they wanted to do sew-ins all the time, or the relaxer. You know, some people skip hop different stylists using different products, and their hair would break off. What they're eating, what they're coming in with, so many things cause hair loss. That's a total different. We should do a segment on hair loss, because that's a total different world. I can give you ladies a lot of tips on that. But all of Pure Bella Naturals products were created to give you some type of growth, to cleanse that palette, go in and penetrate, get those cells starting to regenerate and produce more hair.
Right. So all natural, organic?
All natural, organic. Everything is sourced out from different places that I have, that I've researched and know that they have the right product.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I first started making my products, we were deep into, probably about 10 years ago, we were into not wanting to preserve it.
Yeah.
So a lot of the products, if you started out natural a while back, you were putting them in the refrigerator. But the preservatives that we have in the market are coconut derivatives, and you only use 0.5% or 1% of them. If it did not have a preservative, then you would have a green product when you open it up next month. So don't be so heavy on, oh my God, it's preserved. Like, it has to be. But the percentage that's in it does not affect the product whatsoever.
Okay. Great. And we can purchase your products on your site.
It can be purchased online. I'm working out a couple of deals with a few different stores. If you're in Durham, it's at the Durham Co-op. Online, it's sold overseas, and of course you can come here to the salon and get it. I'm actually getting ready to start a program to where I go to different salons and teach them how to use the system. And they'll be able to sell it as retail. So if any of you ladies own salons, you want to learn how to use the product, because as just like me, I was a cosmetologist for so many years, but I always did natural hair. But you have a big group of cosmetologists that have lots of education on hair, but when we were coming up, we weren't, natural was not the thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are not to say educated on doing natural hair. It's just not something they want to do, because it takes a little more time and it's harder. So that's where I come in. I come in as a natural hair coach, and I like to teach them, you know, how to take the time with the natural hair and what to do with the clients to benefit them.
So good to hear. Yeah. What are some hair tips that you'd give to a newly natural, as well as to those who are striving for healthy or healthier hair?
Okay, that's a really good question. So the number one tip is to condition. Like, to not be afraid to deep condition your hair once a week. You can do it twice a week. You can never over condition hair that, say, if we put it in a category again, which I really don't like to do, but if it's kinky or coily, tightly coily, the 3s or 4s, deep condition it weekly is not a problem.
Right.
Condition your hair. Do not be afraid of water. And first of all, when you're newly natural, remember that that you control the hair doesn't control you. I tell my clients that all the time. Like, sometimes we get into this thing where emotionally our hair is just taking over our life, it's controlling us. We don't know what to do with it. I have clients, some clients stay up all night, they have no idea what to do with their hair. So take control of it. Realize that your curl pattern is your curl pattern. Some of us don't have a curl pattern. Like, there are some people that really exist that your hair is on the coily or wiry side, and you don't have a particular pattern, which there's absolutely nothing wrong with. Embrace that. Wear that in a fro style. That type of hair blows out beautifully. Blow it out. Protective styles, fro styles, keep it moisturized. Your main thing is to keep it moisturized, keep your ends trimmed. So for healthier hair, don't over manipulate as far as when I say check your brushes, your combs that you're using. A lot of us have this detangling brush that has those little bitty bristles all the way through it, and we're hosing our hair and we're yanking it through. And the stuff you're hearing, like those loud pops and crackles, that's your hair. That's your ends.
I've heard that a couple times.
Yeah, those are your ends. So you want to invest in a good comb, a large tooth comb. Bone combs are really good. They're made out of resinous wood, which is really good for our hair. You don't want to comb it in a dry state. Always put something on your hair to kind of moisturize it before you go in there combing it.
You said it's made out of what wood?
Resinous wood.
Resinous.
Yeah, resinous wood is in the wood world, it's a very high type of wood that's good for our hair. It produces a type of oil, helps our hair produce good oil.
I never heard of that.
So yeah.
Look that up.
That's a good one. So watch the manipulation. Always check the pH of your products. That's technical, but it's real. Because we have a lot of lines now that are just popping up. Like my line, it popped up a few years ago, but I check the pH of everything before I put it out.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we're not on a high level or too low. We also, it's summertime. If you're newly natural, you're swimming, you're going to the beach, shampoo your hair. That's the time you want to shampoo, not co-wash, because you want to get the chlorine out. Also, for moisture, for naturals, I can't overemphasize co-washing, keeping your hair clean, and don't go over 2 weeks without washing it. I know a lot of us have a lot of natural hair, so you don't have to like go through and shampoo it, but I promise you, the more you wet your hair, the more you put conditioner, the more you deep condition it, your hair is going to change. Like, it will literally change. Do like a 30-day co-wash challenge.
Not just co-washing, but...
Does not just co-washing, but wetting your hair every week.
Okay, wetting it with water?
Wetting it with water.
Okay.
Going through, conditioning it, drenching it down, letting it sit for a while, and rinsing it. And either doing like a twist out style or, letting it air dry, but just try that, and your hair, the porosity level will change, your cuticle layers will change, the cortex and the medulla, that will change, everything will change. Our hair loves water. We're made up of 75 to 80% water. Yeah. So if we're depleting our hair of water, then it's going to be just like our body. If we don't drink the amount of water that we need, our body goes in and gets that water from our colon, and it pulls water out of our colon from the rest of our organs. That's why I'm going to get a little graphic when it's time to what's the word? When you need to get rid of food that you've eaten, it'll be kind of hard. Defecate. When it's time to defecate, you will be in the bathroom on your phone for about 10 minutes just waiting because your colon has no more water in it. We gotta drink water.
No wonder.
Yeah, right. We have to drink water though, and our diet, and even if you're not even just a newly natural, being natural, want your hair to grow, we have to have the right diet.
Yeah.
If we don't get our water, we don't get our omega-3s, not eating, and some of us are vegetarians, we may not eat fish, but salmon is a very good thing to eat at least 3 times a week. If you don't eat fish,
Or fish oil.
get fish oil. Fish oil supplements, cod liver oil. Just make sure you're eating the right thing, because we don't want to be natural with our hair and we're eating at Bojangles and Burger King every day.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't fit.
Yeah. This one is something that I think of quite often because, you know, like with breakage, and sometimes I feel like protein kind of correlates to any breakage. I don't know, which leads me to my next question.
Right.
How do you know if you need a protein treatment, and what about those who are protein sensitive?
Okay, so once again, I'm going to start by answering this question. This is what I feel. I've been a hairstylist for the last 25 years. A lot of people have different opinions. I respect everybody's opinion. But doing hair for the past 25 years, I've found, number one, we have to remember our hair is made up of keratin, which is in turn protein. Protein treatments, it just depends what you're using. So to figure out if your hair needs protein or not, when it's wet, check your protein, check and see if you need protein by scent. If it feels spongy, see if I can describe that feeling. If when you wet it and it's still kind of like blown up, it hasn't gone into its defined curl mode, which it should, then you're lacking protein. If it's hard, dry, and brittle, then you may have too much protein, which comes into the word protein sensitivity, which to me, that word should not exist.
Okay.
Because our hair is made up of protein, so being sensitive to protein, you got to kind of think about it.
I see what you mean.
If it is protein, how is it sensitive to protein? I think we make our hair, if you want to use that word, protein sensitive, by doing too many protein treatments, which is such a thing. So if your hair is spongy when it's wet, it absorbs too much moisture and like never dries, then you may need a protein treatment. If your hair is hard and brittle, that means you need moisture, a moisturizing treatment. So different ways you can make sure your hair stays on an even keel with protein is using products with like quinoa protein, wheat protein. Just look at your ingredients. If it has a protein in it, generally speaking, on the formulating world, you can't use no more than 2% anymore. You can't use any more than 2% of any type of protein, and it's usually in a liquid form.
Okay.
So if your formulation is at 100%, your protein is at 2%, it's not going to damage you if you use that weekly. Compared to doing a protein treatment, which back in the day we went to after you did it, your hair is hard and brittle because you're simply adding more protein on top of protein. But you don't go in and deep condition, because a lot of people felt that would get rid of the protein they just had. So it's a tricky situation. Like I said, if your hair is spongy, do a protein treatment. Eggs, mayo, anything that contains protein. Mix up an avocado, a banana, an egg, and mayo. Boom, you got to kill the protein treatment. Add your oils. Look at your oils. So sweet almond, that's a nut. Coconut is a nut. It has less protein than some of the others. Sunflower seed, that's a seed, that's a protein. Sesame seed, that's a protein. So you want to add these oils maybe to your conditioner, and you're continuously adding a natural type protein to, cover any of the damage that your hair may have gotten, which basically just broke down. The only reason you need protein is because your hair has been damaged, and that protein or that keratin layer has gotten, like I said before, some holes in it. And it just needs to be, what the protein basically does is goes in those holes of your hair strand. I wish I had a little diagram. But it goes into the holes of those hair strands and it fills it back up with protein, which makes a full bond of hair. Hair is very like, we sometimes treat hair as just like, oh, this is a piece of hair. But if you knew the chemical, the somatics, the makeup of the hair, it's intricate. So, you take your time with it and really love on it and, do what you did. I hope that made sense. It kind of gets scientific.
Yeah, I think the thing that kind of had me, I wasn't sure was, I know some people say that egg, how we mix our own concoction, but egg isn't really like a protein treatment, or I think even some people are saying coconut oil. I'm not sure, don't quote me.
Yeah,
I know I've seen a couple conflicting comments and stuff and videos where people say that's not a real protein treatment.
Right. So with that, egg is a protein, a coconut is a nut, so it has protein in it. My thing is, when you get to the conflicting of stuff, there is no rules on exactly what's right, exactly what's wrong. If you put an egg in your hair and it makes your hair feel dry and brittle, don't use it. It does not mean you're protein sensitive. It means your hair is not in a condition to accept what that egg has offered. Or it may be fine and it just does nothing. So, but egg is a protein for your hair when it's mixed. Using it alone is not going to do too much. But when you kind of mix it in a concoction, it works for some. I use it, it works awesome. You may use it and it may not do much. But to me, it's better than doing nothing.
Okay, y'all, thank you for tuning in. That's it. If y'all have any more questions, then hit Shan up, or you can leave some comment down below. Thank you again, Shan, for just being here and offering your advice and answering these questions, and that's really appreciated.
No problem.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. I love to do it anytime.
All right. Bye, y'all.